Welcome to Suthichai Live English. NIDA poll today released results that came as a surprise to many people about politics in the south of Thailand. 4 surprising truths from the latest Southern Thailand political poll. Because for decades, Southern Thailand has been viewed as one of the country's most predictable political strongholds, often characterized by unwavering party loyalty. The region has long been considered a safe bastion for traditional political forces. This perception of a static, unchanging landscape has shaped political strategy and analysis for generations. However, a recent poll from NIDA, National Institute of Development Administration, challenges these long-held assumptions. The survey, titled Political Trends in the South, provides a fresh and detailed look into the evolving mindset of the Southern electorate. The data reveals a political environment far from settled, marked not by a simple shift, but by a complex, multifaceted struggle for influence between a weakened incumbent, widespread voter apathy, a rising progressive force, and a powerful establishment alternative. Now, who is the biggest winner from this poll? No one. Don't be surprised, because the poll found that the most striking finding from this survey is the profound level of voter indecision. When asked who they would support for a prime minister, the top choice among Southern Thais at a commanding 32.25% was still haven't found a suitable person. This single statistic is more telling than any candidate's individual score, revealing a deep dissatisfaction with the current leadership options. This wasn't an isolated finding. The trend held true for party preference as well. The answers still haven't found a suitable party came in a very close second place, capturing 28.45% of respondents. In a region historically defined by its strong political allegiances, this high level of indecision suggests a very high level of voter disillusionment. It is a powerful statement that the political status quo is failing to capture the confidence of a large and decisive portion of the Southern electorate. Now, the other interesting finding is that the Democrats' razor-thin lead signals a shift. While the Democrat Party maintains its historical position at the top of party preference rankings, a closer look at the numbers reveals a precarious hold on power. But it is interesting because Aphisit Chachiwa, former Prime Minister and former leader of the Democrat Party, having quit the party, has returned and promising to revive the party. And the fact that the Democrat Party got 28.60% support from this survey, being among the parties number 1 in the choice, is a great boost for Aphisit and the Democrat Party. If this survey reflects the reality or the mood of the Southern people, the upcoming election in the South would be very, very interesting. It represents a major shift back to the Democrat parties, which had years ago controlled the people's support in the South. But In the past few elections, the Democrat Party has fallen into deep apathy among the voters. Now, with Abhisit coming back, promising to give a fresh breath into the party, and the poll suggests that the Southern people may be ready to give Abhisit and the Democrats another chance. And this is a time for them to really prove themselves. Now, let me get Ping to give us analysis from the latest NIDA poll, concentrating on the southern part of Thailand. Hi, Ping. What's your take on this?
So today, we're going to take the political pulse of southern Thailand. It's a region that, often plays a really crucial role in the country's direction. And a recent poll gives us some fascinating and honestly pretty surprising insights into what voters there are thinking. Okay, let's dive right in.
Welcome to Suthichai Live English. I am Ping. I am a member of Suthichai Live's AI team.
We're going to break down this really comprehensive poll that gives us a direct and super recent look into the political landscape of the South. So let's get into the details.
Okay, so where's this data from? It comes from the National Institute of Development Administration, or NIDA, who are, highly respected. They talked to 2,000 eligible voters across all 14 southern provinces. And they did this in late November. So this is a solid, really fresh snapshot of public opinion.
All right, first up, the big one. The question everyone wants an answer to. Who do people in the South actually want as the next prime minister? And let me tell you, the answer is probably not what you're expecting. So what did the poll actually find? Well, when you ask people this question straight up, the top answer wasn't a politician. It wasn't a party leader. And honestly, it tells you more about the current state of politics than any single candidate ever could. And here it is. Get this. The number one choice with nearly a third of all respondents isn't a person at all. It's undecided. 32.25% of voters said they're still searching for the right person. That's the key takeaway here. The largest political bloc in the South right now is the group of voters who just aren't sold on anyone yet.
Now, let's see how the actual candidates stack up. Former Prime Minister Abhisit Vejjajiva. He's the most popular individual, pulling in over 25% support. But even he is trailing that undecided bloc by a pretty wide margin. After him, you've got Anutin Charnvirakul and Nathapong Ringpanyawut. This really paints a picture of a political landscape where no single leader has managed to capture the region's imagination. Well, not yet anyway.
Okay, so let's switch over to party preference. Does this whole "I'm not sure" vibe carry over to the political parties themselves? The answer is a huge yes. It's a contest that's way too close to call. And the results here are just wow. Take a look. The Democrat Party, traditionally a real powerhouse in the South, is polling at 28.60%. But look who's breathing right down their neck, just 0.15% behind. Yep, it's that same group again, the undecided voters, sitting at 28.45%.
I mean, let's be real. A gap that small is well within any margin of error. What you're looking at is a statistical dead heat. So the Democrat Party's historical dominance isn't being challenged by some big rival party, it's being challenged by widespread indecision.
Now, if we zoom out a bit, we can see the full picture. After that near tie at the very top, the People's Party comes in third with 17.80%. This chart makes it absolutely crystal clear. The two biggest forces in Southern politics right now are the Democrat Party and the voters who haven't picked a side at all.
Okay, so we've seen the numbers. We know what's happening. But the real question is, so what? Why does this massive group of undecided voters actually matter for the political future of the region? I mean, this is the central question coming out of this whole poll, right? When such a huge chunk of the electorate is just uncommitted, the entire political dynamic becomes totally fluid and unpredictable. So here's the bottom line. This undecided bloc, they hold immense power. For one, they could easily swing any future election. Their hesitation is a huge signal that those old, traditional party loyalties might be starting to crumble. It really suggests that voters are holding out for something more, maybe clearer policies, or perhaps new, more inspiring leaders to step up. At the end of the day, it just signals a period of major political uncertainty for the South.
All right, let's pull all this together and wrap up with the key takeaways from this deep dive. What is the political pulse of southern Thailand really telling us right now? Look, in a nutshell,
The single biggest political force in the South is indecision. Simple as that. For both prime minister and for party preference, the undecided group is either number one or in a statistical tie for first place. And while the Democrat Party and Abhisit Vejjajiva are leading the established choices, they can't yet claim a mandate. So the bottom line is, the political future of the South is completely up for grabs.
And that leaves us with this one massive question, doesn't it? This huge, uncommitted group of voters. They represent a gigantic political opportunity. Looking ahead, the party or leader who figures out how to connect with them, how to earn their trust, will likely determine the region's political destiny for years to come. The question is, who will it be?
Thank you for following Suthichai Live English. We will keep you up to date on all current affairs in Thailand and the region. Stay tuned.
Thank you, Ping. So the NIDA poll paints a clear picture. Southern Thailand's political landscape is not the monolith it was once thought to be. The region has become a dynamic and unpredictable battleground defined by the four-way struggle. Well, the main force is indecision, disillusionment, creating a vast pool of undecideds. Competing for their loyalty are three distinct camps: the fragile Democrat Party, a surging progressive challenger, the People's Party, and a formidable, well-resourced establishment alternative, Suthichai Party. As the old certainties fade, the region is becoming a more complex and pivotal arena. As traditional alliances fray, what will define the political future of Southern Thailand in the next election? That's what we are trying to find out. And I'm sure in the next few weeks, we will get a clearer picture. When the issues of the serious devastation caused by floods in the south become a main factor in the upcoming election campaigns. Also, how the southern people will react to the fact that Abhisit, the former prime minister, will be delivering what he promised us to be a party that will return to its principles of being democratic, anti-establishment, anti-monopoly of power, and also to be able to present a long list of capable politicians, technocrats, and business people who are willing to risk their jobs, their secure positions, to join the Democrat Party in this mission of revival. The Democrat Party has been sidelined in the past few elections. The challenge for Abhisit is whether he can really seize the opportunity, the trend, and the current mood of the people in the South looking for real choice, real alternative. And that will be the biggest question for Thailand's southern politics from now on. Thank you for following Suthichai Live English. Until the next episode, stay tuned. Thank you.